I first became very concerned as a medical practitioner when I heard that for the first time in my professional career they had changed the rules around death certification, which meant that this couldn't be compared to anything which had gone before. All of the records that had gone before were now it was in a different framework. And the rules were that anybody who had a temperature or who had a cough prior to their death, no matter what else was wrong with them, was to be counted as a COVID death. And to me that was fundamentally dishonest.
Criminal.
And I'm strangely confused that my profession, by and large, went along with that. We all got an email that this was mandatory, that, you know, and people who die, cough and have respiratory infections, that's the end stage for most people, no matter what else is wrong with them. So I went back then, I volunteered, because again I thought, don't worry about it, I bring these things and then I ignore them. So I went back, I rooted in the hall cupboard and got my stethoscope and went back to work. And because I thought the NHS was going to be overwhelmed, because that's what we were told in every news bulletin, and they were building Nightingale hospitals and all of this was going on. And very early on in my return to work, I worked a shift in the GP Assessment COVID Centre in Galvin Hospital. And during that shift, there were 15 members of staff. There were 3 doctors, about 9 nurses, several admin staff, and we sat there and we saw 3 people, none of whom had COVID. But if they'd had COVID, we couldn't have told them anyway, because we'd no tests. And I didn't work there regularly, but the doctors that did work there told me that they watched Netflix and that they brought their knitting and that they caught up on paperwork and that, yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense, but that was what the Department of Health told them to do. So, meantime, this GP COVID Assessment Centre was located in the main outpatients of Galvin Area Hospital, which is one of the busiest